nerd friends out there. And don't I got a special treat for you guys. I definitely wanted to talk about this when I just got done reading the Batman issue 125 done by Chip Zdarsky. Chip Zdarsky did the Daredevil run. That's the most popular run I know so far that he did, that he's still doing right now for the Marvel. Awesome story. I recommend go check it out. That Daredevil run by Chip Zdarsky, awesome. You'll like it. But let's talk about his Batman. His first issue starting the Batman, the new era begins of his story. And there's one downside, but there's a lot of good in this story. A lot of good. But I have one big downside of this story when I read it. It started right off the page. But what kind of Batman we're gonna get, what kind of Bruce we're gonna get. And it was disappointing. I was kind of hoping, praying after reading Tom King's Batman and Catwoman, because, spoiler, after that issue 12, Catwoman and Batman get married. They're married, they're together in his storyline, Tom King's storyline. And I was hoping that be canon. Like, that's now Batman and Catwoman now. They're married, kind of like how Lois Lane and Superman married now. They're done. They're together from now on to so on in the future of comics. And I kind of want that. I want to see Batman and Catwoman be married and stay together. To stay together, have amazing stories together, have great stories. Because I see Catwoman tease in this Batman comic. I was like, okay, cool. But off the bat, Chip Zdarsky, Bruce calls Selina when they're sleeping, and it could be nothing. I could be overthinking. Maybe he wants us to think that way. But you see, Selina might have slept with someone. Like she moved on. She's in a different relationship. It feels like they're not together. Batman and Catwoman are not together, and that's what sucks. I was like, dude, here we go again. Like, just put them together. Just put them together. Leave them together. Chip Zdarsky leave off from Tom King's story of Batman and Catwoman being married and having that relationship, building that relationship together. Right now, we'll be working. This will be kind of like a Batman Catwoman story continuing. But we'll see what the future is. You can see that Batman still has deep feelings. Tim was talking about in the story. You should go in with your happiness. There's a lot of emotion in the story. You need to be in love, settle down. Batman was investigating one of his former friends, his past friends, that have settled down and have a good relationship, and Tim said you need to have that. Kind of like what Alfred did in Tom King run. You need to settle down and have a relationship. Same thing with Bruce needs. Tim's doing the same thing with Bruce. You need to settle down and have a relationship. He needs to settle down. He needs to find happiness, except for being this miserable person. And it's true. Like, the best moments in comic books, in Batman comics in my book, when he did find those happening moments. Like, I love the last issue of Tom King. Like, he actually got married and was happy. And the double date with Superman and Lois Lane and Catwoman and Batman, the double date issue, that was happiness. We need to see more Batman out of his suit. I would like to see that. And we experienced some great moments as Bat Family, great moments being him. And we see a lot of darkness in Batman, a lot of dark moments. It would be great to see some happiness in Batman. Settle down. What Bruce would be like holding his own child in his hands, except for being surprised. Oh, I have Damien in my life, or adopting when I actually have a fresh and blood son or daughter in his hands, holding, rocking a baby. That'd be crazy. Wouldn't that be? Being there inside while Selina's giving birth. Well, that would be crazy to see. We never saw that in Batman comic book history. No, I never saw it. So we'll see. Like a new generation, literally, of Batman, Batman's kid being born in this world. Be cool. See. We'll see if Chip Zdarsky does that. He could do that. Could still, the relationship can move forward with Selina and Batman. Maybe we'll get a time jump. And he'll add that, the Selina and Batman marriage to like Tom King's story. Who knows? We'll see what the future of Chip Zdarsky's idea between the relationship of Bruce and Selina. We'll see what happens there. But the big thing that happens here that got me a little excited, got me looking forward to the future, is the death of Penguin. The death of Penguin happened. Like, dude, he's dead. He died by mercury. If you eat too much fish, you get mercury poison and you die by mercury poison. Sad. But in the same way he framed Batman. That's what's crazy. Like, he think his last getaway was framing Batman because he kind of like lied about, oh, don't worry, I got one last big surprise before my death. I put a bomb on the Batman, on the Gotham PCD. You don't know which one, and Batman was choking him, and he basically ate cyanide, so he was gonna die. He was killing himself while Batman was choking him. And he called the nurse. He thought he pushed a bomb, but it wasn't. Just called the nurse, and the nurse witnessed Batman choking Penguin, and basically they think he killed him. So now Batman's wanted for murder. I was like, dude, that's, he's not good. Batman's gonna get out of it somehow, but that was a nice trick that Penguin did. It changed the whole world now. Not the whole world, but Gotham a little bit, because Penguin was kind of like the Kingpin. He was the underworld, even showed in Catwoman's story, because she has a little story done by Chip Zdarsky in the end of the comic, that everyone wanted the iceberg lounge. Now, iceberg lounge is free. It's like kind of like the core of the underworld. You run your corrupted gambling, corrupted prostitution, everything that's run by the underworld is done by the iceberg lounge. And the Kingpin controlled it. So who's gonna be the next one in charge to take over the iceberg lounge? And Penguin left it real when he died. So there's a little story that Catwoman's part of it. Like you see the Yakuza trying to go after it, some like underling of the Penguin was trying to go after it. But now we get a little hint that Penguin had kids. 10 kids. 10 kids that Selena Kyle gets paid to help find and tell them about the will. That they all have to be present at the will. 7 days. In 7 days, the will see who gets the iceberg launch. The empire of Penguin, basically. And that's a good news story. Like, it's a good story. We get basically a lot of emotion Batman, because Tim almost died, got shot in the throat, so Tim's out of commission. I'm guessing this is not a big part of the DC universe, because we got like Dark Crisis going on, Batman's missing, so this is like kind of like ahead of the story of that. Because Batman's not gonna die. So right now, Chip Zdarsky is doing his own story. He's doing pretty good. I hope more big things happen, more emotions. I want to see Batman more emotion in the story, how you feel. Because even when Tim got shot, he was scared. He was scared of losing him. He said, what choice do I have here? Because he was thinking turning himself in when Jason was dying. When he found Jason's body, and he was gonna basically take him to the hospital. He didn't care. They find his secret identity. He didn't care about this whole mission. He was gonna just bring him to the hospital, expose everything. But he thought of it, and it cost Jason's life. He took the mission first, and that's what was his regret. He wasn't gonna let that happen to Tim. So he was this close again, but Tim changed his mind, saying, "Don't do that. I'll be fine." And he was okay. But shoot, I think I kind of hope Chip Zdarsky does expose Batman's identity, because that'll be another great story. How will Gotham react to Bruce Wayne being Batman? Like, that would be like, have we learned that? Like, they probably changed it off the bat. It would be crazy if that's a big old idea. Because one thing about like Chip Zdarsky is we did a Daredevil, there was a lot of emotions. With Punisher, how he felt. Daredevil, how he made Daredevil feel when he actually killed somebody. A lot of emotions. Like, there's a lot of emotions, and that's why I like my comic books. There's a lot of mixed emotions in it. Like, I want to see Bruce be more human-like to us. Like, have a lot of common lifestyle like us have. Like, he has no money. He has basically the relationship with Selena's up and down. How he's feeling, how depression's feeling. Like, Tim's is shot, so he's kind of broken right now. So he's just like, stressed, miserable, because Penguin, now he's getting Batman's framed for murdering Penguin. So it's a hard living right now for Batman. I want to see the mixed emotion. I want to see him get help. I want to see Batman be more real to me. That's all I want. And I can't wait to read more of Chip Zdarsky's run of Batman. It's been really exciting. So for the first issue, like I said, the only downside, I wish the marriage of Batman and Catwoman was continuing, but it's not right now. Hopefully it could continue, because Catwoman is part of the story. There's a little side story. She got her own mission. Let's see what down the line goes. Let's see if there's a relationship going on that could happen between Batman and Catwoman. A real relationship. I want marriage. I want family between them. Because there's a lot of good story that could happen between the relationship in Catwoman and Batman. A lot. Different stories. Like I said, I want a different Batman here. I want to see a different Batman, except for him taking out villains and bad guys. So I want to see an emotional, different Batman here. I really do. But comment below what you think of Batman Chip Zdarsky's first issue. What do you think of Batman issue 125? Are you liking the new story? Are you liking Chip Zdarsky's new run so far? Are you looking forward to it? Are you gonna check out more Batman stories? Is it bad or good? Leave a comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think of Batman issue 125 and Chip Zdarsky's new run of Batman? Thank you all for watching. I appreciate every one of you liking my videos and subscribing to my channels. Please share this video or share my YouTube channel with all your nerd friends and family members. I appreciate every one of you and thank you all again. I hope you all have a good day and good night. And remember, stay nerdy forever. Bye.